Hi guys, welcome back to the LiteFinance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again. Today, very hot topic, especially for day traders. We are going to try to decode how the market makers are trying to manipulate us during the trading day. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Fantastic opportunity for all LiteFinance clients. New Year gifts from LiteFinance are waiting for the winners. 5 stages. The first one ending 22nd of January, and we are talking about the iPhone 15 Pro Max 1 TB. Second stage January 24th, iPad Pro. The third stage ending January 26th, MacBook Pro 16. Fourth stage ending January 29, 50 prices of 50 each, and fifth stage ending January 31st, 50 prices of $10 each. More details you will find in the link you can find below. As usual, before we start, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave your comment below. What do you think about the market makers manipulation? Okay, well, the thing is that if you are not market maker, you are really not going to know when the market makers manipulation occurs. Of course, at the end of the move we can try to discuss it, but then we are going to be without the position. I'm going to try to make it sweet and short. So, well, first thing first, I truly believe that top-down analysis, for example, from a daily chart down to 1 hour chart could be the case, and execution on the lower time frame, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, whatever you want, or if you are a conservative, then 1 hour. Let's start with the top-down analysis. This is the latest price action when it comes to the daily chart on the pound, and as you can see here, there was some kind of the support, but with this move to the downside, we broke through that support, through that demand. Then what has happened, it was attempt to retest higher and strong move to the downside. So what has happened lately, as you can see here, we are retesting 50% of that move right here, right now. So in that case, even we were going higher, we were approaching very strong possible supply. I'm not saying that it was for sure. So with that being said, we know that, well, it might be some kind of the opportunity trying to fade the current move to the upside. If you are a conservative, then you are switching lower. You are switching to the 1 hour chart, and you are watching the beginning of the London session or beginning of the US session, taking into the consideration what has happened during the Asian hours, right? And well, we've seen that European moved higher and the US hit even a higher high. Okay, so in that case, from the seller's perspective, nothing to do. But then we've seen the pullback, strong pullback. But from the early chart perspective, taking this move to the upside as an important thing, as you can see, we haven't moved through that level. So nothing has happened here from the conservative perspective, from the 1 hour chart approach. Eventually, what you might want to see from the price action perspective, some kind of the possible head and shoulders. So it's going to be very important how the market is going to behave around this level. So from that perspective, nothing to do here from the sellers side. But if you are a very aggressive, all right, and you know where we are from the higher time frame perspective, what we were discussing on the daily, right? Then you might switch lower. You know that I like to execute on the 1 minute chart, and you know that I like very much to have at least 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, right? So with that being said, that's the beginning of the US session, and well, there is a strong move to the upside. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you, so for sure you are going to have the possibility to clearly see what I'm talking about. And then, as you can see, strong move through that latest demand, all right? So that's from that perspective, from the execution on the lower time frame, from the aggressive approach perspective, that's something, having in mind where we are from the higher time frame, that's something I would look for. So for me, 50% of that move, we can even use the fib here, all right? 50% is somewhere here. Okay, so from that perspective, I'm very interesting. How can I join this party? What I know after this move to the downside, what I know, I already know where is my stop. My stop is 1-2 pips above this US high after this strong rejection. Now I'm placing the sell order at 50% fib of that latest move once we broke through that level, all right? So my order being filled here, that's my distance. Let me make it clear. That's my distance between the entry, all right, and the stop. So 1, 2, 3, easily within few minutes, 1-to-3 risk ratio has been hit, and it was the possibility to get even more. So after 1-to-3, it was like 5-7x on this particular trade. So that's why it's so important, if you are advanced, to try to make the test, to try to check if it's suitable for yourself to be on this right side of the market. If you are a beginner or novice, you have to make hundreds of these examples, right, to try to be as much aggressive as possible. But again, with 1-to-3 risk-reward ratio is enough to be 3 out of the 10 times correct, being still in the money. Let's try to examine another example. This time when we are trying to make the buy side, again long-term chart, daily chart. What we have here, I'm taking into the consideration this swing low over here, all right? That's my buying zone. Let's place even some lines here, somewhere here and here. So that's my buy zone, all right? So as you can see, there was something going on here, the zone being hit. On the hourly chart, nothing has happened yet. On the hourly chart, you have to be patient. If you are a conservative, you are using the 1 hour chart to entry. That's the latest weakness, and we didn't quite get above that level, all right? So from that perspective, you have to be patient. You are waiting for your move if you wanna be long in that case, because we are testing very strong level from the daily chart perspective. But taking into the consideration 1 minute chart, all right, it was the fantastic opportunity to try to join the party because the US guys, that was the London low, all right, and then US guys hit some stops immediately, moving higher out of this. So retest of that level, that could be the entry with the stop below that low, right? That was the buying zone. We were even lower a bit, right? And then 1, 2, 3 easily hit the target. So guys, it's not a holy grail when it comes to the possible market makers manipulation. That's how you have to be a little bit in front. You have to use your imagination, because if you are not a market maker, again, then you are not going to know if the manipulation is going on. You have to be a little bit ahead using your imagination, and if you are aggressive, then there are going to be more day trades. If you are a conservative, then sometimes you may want to wait maybe day 2 or 3. With that being said, as usual guys, strongly encourage you, do your own research, do your own homework. Wish you great next trading session. See you around, take care and goodbye.